Gather round, everyone, and hear again the tale of Drakfu. Welcome back, everybody, and happy... Merry Christmas. Welcome back and happy Friday, everybody. So, last time when we did this, we finished up the Cross-Ring Wilds. This time around, though, we are actually going to be stepping back into the Valley of the Four Winds to finish it off. Like I said, usually with those two zones, you finish them together. But we finished them one at a time so you could see their storylines individually. But we already kind of started the Valley of the Four Winds, because we already worked with Pang Thunderfoot, and now he wants us to go to, I believe, his son, Aang Thunderfoot, to help out the Thunderfoot farm. So we're going to go ahead and start from there, and all you got to do is come on down here, and here is Aang. Aang, Pang, Bang, Thunderfoot. All right,
Tell me of your travels.
So low turnip turnout. Low turnip turnout. What? Who the... My father sent you? Oh, he can be so nosy sometimes. I have everything under control here. Okay. So, taking a crop. Alright, fine. I don't have everything under control here. I spent all morning fighting off vermin. I managed to clear them off my property, but they got away with some of my crops. They took them down the river to the south. I have no idea what they're doing with them, but it's probably not eating them. If my father wants his delivery now, I'm going to need some help getting those crops back. Could you help us out?
Jade servant.
Okay, so we need to get 5 stolen turnips and 5 stolen watermelons. But we also have one from Anna Thunderfoot.
Welcome.
Rampaging rodents. I went off this morning to watch my papa to fight the vermin. When I came back, the farm was full of marmots. I don't want to kill them, but we need to get rid of them. Hey, I know. We could close the holes. Fill in their holes with dirt, so that they can't come back in our farm anymore.
May your days bring you joy.
Okay, so all you have to do is just basically take care of these marmot holes. So we'll go ahead and take care of this really quick. So if you do that, then they get mad at the whole prospect, and all you gotta do is punt the marmots. And I believe this entire quest is actually inspired, I might be wrong, by Project Marmot, which is aka Tank Spot. Now Tank Spot, it doesn't exist anymore. In fact, lore from Tank Spot now works with Blizzard. So that's actually a cool little reference for everybody, should you not have known that. Okay, so let's go ahead and fill in this hole. The cool part is that if you finish this up, you actually do get a unique toy out of it. That one toy that I actually did enjoy for a long time. So let's go ahead and turn this in, and then we'll take care of the other one.
Greetings.
Thank you, sir. Now I need to get back to my chores. It's a puntable marmot. So basically, if you're getting bored during a raid, wrong. If you get bored during a raid, you can get the puntable marmot and just punt it for the heck of it. All right, let's go ahead and take care of the other part of that, which is just down this way. We need to take care of the stolen turnips and the stolen watermelons. And actually, what they do with it is, I actually think it's kind of funny. But we'll see that in a second. First of all, Ghost Iron. And also, happy Friday, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good day so far. The weekend is almost here, and here we go. So that's what they're doing with the stolen watermelons. They are doing boat building contests with them. Well, that's a productive use of them, I suppose. But we need to get some of these back. Sorry, Mr. Vernon. Okay, so we've gotten our stolen watermelon back. Now, what could they have done with the turnips? Oh, we have a vermin hole right here. Maybe they took them in here? They, in fact, did, and they're hoarding them. And fighting over them, it looks like. Okay, well, we'll take care of this. So, we'll grab some of these turnips back. Don't mind me, I'm just picking up some turnips. Okay, last turnip. Oh, excuse me. Jiminy Christmas have a little bit of hiccups now. All right, so now we have the turnips and the watermelons taken care of. Ooh, rich ghost iron deposit. I'll take that too. So now we are sitting at level 92 of 110. We are almost capped, and we're not even done yet. Like, we're not even in Legion content. We are about 2 expansions out. But the good news is that from here, the experience gets a little bit harder to obtain, so we should be okay. Oh, we need to turn this back in with Aang Thunderfoot. So let's go back over here. Oh, we don't care about you, Mr. Vermin. Hi, hi, Aang.
Welcome.
If my father wants his vegetables, I'm going to need your help. Yes, that's why I'm here. I brought these. Perfect. Aang surveys the bruised turnips and soggy watermelons. What were they doing down there? Probably best you don't know. I don't think you'd like the answer. So, practically perfect produce. Oh, okay. I keep on getting punted by this guy, so screw you. I'm just gonna kill you. Alright.
Hello.
There we go. So, practically perfect produce. Here, Drakfu. My father will be wanting this. Thank you again for helping with the vermin.
Next one.
Okay, so we need to take the fresh crops that we were able to salvage and take them to Pang Thunderfoot. And I believe that finishes up the Thunderfoot Fields chapter. And right now the goal for each part here is to do at least 2. But I'm still recording along the same amount of time. So practically perfect produce. Do I smell turnips? Yes, you do. Oh, now that's what I like to see. All right, fabulous Miss Fanny. Most of these vegetables will be sold, but I'd like to keep some for my family. Specifically, my nephew Liang needs some help to feed his pigs. Unfortunately, the pathway to Liang's farm is currently swarming with snagtooth vermin. We are going to have to ask Miss Fanny to help us out. Bring some of the food we've gathered to Miss Fanny, who stands next to my house. Then ask her, nicely, to send them down to Liang's ranch.
May the red
Oh, yes. This quest. So that's Miss Fanny. That's actually a new design. If you haven't seen it before, it's called a Mushan. It's basically a Kodo beast in this area. So we need to grab a turnip. We need to grab a watermelon as well as extra spicy tofu. And then she's going to punt it down to the farm down that way. But it's a little difficult to figure out like how much they actually need to apply force. So for for the turnip, I'm gonna see if I can actually do this properly. But let's see. Let's say hit it with average power and see what happens. Okay, that seems to have worked. Okay, then with the watermelon, I actually think you need to hit it very softly because it might snap. Okay, we launched the large watermelon, and then the extra spicy tofu, well, since it's in metal, hit it as hard as possible. Boom! Okay. So now that we got that taken care of, I think we just go straight down to that farm and talk to Liang. A shattering dirt pile? Do I really want to know what's in here? Yeah, that's what I thought. Just more vermin. Well, my apologies. So let's go ahead and head down to the other Thunderfoot farm. And this should finish things up. Okay, so we hit down the turnips, we hit down the watermelons, as well as the extra spicy tofu. And here we are at the Thunderfoot Ranch, and also LiLi and Chen are here. Okay, so let's talk to Liang Thunderfoot.
Wanderer.
I understand you're the one who sent the food down from Uncle's farm. Thank you. My pigs are picky eaters, but those turnips and watermelons are some of their favorites. Okay. Then we have 2 new quests. The meat they'll eat. Oh, geez, sorry. He has dialogue aside from that. Running a pig farm is more work than you think, though most of it can be boiled down to find more food for the pigs.
Our ancestral home for the first time in our lives.
May the mist
And you want to stop and rest by a pig farm?
Be patient, LiLi. If we explore Pandaria too quickly, we will quickly run out of Pandaria to explore.
That barely even makes sense. You're just saying that because you're lazy and old.
Are we starting to notice a pattern here? LiLi's kind of adventurous and impatient, and Chen, well, he can take his time.
Hello.
Okay, let's go ahead and do these. The meat they'll eat. Oh, that's right. He did have stuff I was trying to read. This is a family farm, in case you haven't noticed it yet. We Thunderfoots don't fight, don't explore, we don't even drink that much. We enjoy our food, however. Okay, so the meat they'll eat. I told you earlier, my pigs are picky eaters. They need to eat meat to grow strong. They don't like mutton, they don't like yak, and I'm not about to feed them any pig meat. They do, however, eat meat off of the Mushan beasts, and they're also quite partial to turtle. But both creatures can be found in abundance to the west. My skills as a hunter are admittedly quite weak. Can you help out a young rancher and his pigs?
Jade Serpent.
Yeah, they're going to be talking in between. I can't really avoid it. So back to the sty. I try to keep an eye on my stock, but every once in a while some of them sneak away. With all the confusion these vermin are causing, I may have let my guard down for a few moments, and some of my pigs escaped. Care to look for them? I'd start by looking down the hill to the west.
There is no hurry.
Okay, so we need to look for Jian, Ling, and Smelly. I like that Smelly's thrown in there. And then also we need to get some Mushan shoulder steak and 80 turtle meat straps. So this is going to be something that's going to happen for a while. There is a little flight path right here, but it's really just when we transition into... it's when we transition into Kunlai Summit, because this is the Veiled Stair. So we're not going to worry about it right now, but there's Jian. So we'll take care of him. There's actually Smelly. We'll take care of him too. Gee, for a pig named Smelly, he's actually quite clean. Okay, well, we'll grab Smelly. And now we will grab all of Mushan. Oh, Jiminy Christmas is going to be one of those quests, isn't it? Well, let's go ahead and grab Ling. And, okay, so there's Ling. Now that we have him, let's just go ahead and do a quick questing break while I gather up the meat. Go! Okay, so we have the shoulder steak, we have the 3 pigs, and we also have the turtle meat. So this should help out the Thunderfoot farm, or in this case, the ranch. Let's go ahead and talk to Liang Thunderfoot.
Welcome.
I would enjoy the trip.
Let's see,
more
the
if
meat
we
they'll
were
eat.
actually going
It hurts my ears to hear their hungry squeals. Once you've been a pig rancher for a while, you can distinguish hungry squeals from regular squeals. Okay, there you go. Liang sorts through the meat. You're not just a monk, but you're a butcher too? You've got an eye for quality pig food, neighbor. Liang throws the meat into the muddy pit below. Well, all that hard work going to not really a waste. You can't really say that.
Finally setting
Okay.
foot in our
Jade Serpent.
ancestral
There we go.
home for the
And then
first
back to the
time in
sty.
our lives.
Have you found
And
them?
you want to stop and rest by
There should be
pig
3
farm?
missing, I think. All right, we've got Jiang, Ling, and Smelly. There they are. Back into the sty with you 3 now. Liang looks up at you. Thank you, neighbor. I'm truly grateful for your assistance. A neighbor's
That
duty.
barely
I'm not the
even makes
only one
sense.
having trouble with
You're
his
just
stock.
saying that
It
because
seems one of
you're
Francis's
lazy and
sheep has
old.
wandered over to my ranch for the 3rd time this week. I'm beginning to think he needs help tending his flock. You should check on him, neighbor, and bring his poor little thing with you. So we need to bring the wayward lamb to Francis the shepherd boy. Okay, so up next we gotta go up this hill to find Francis the shepherd boy. I have a feeling this is going to be telling a very familiar tale to people. So here is the sheep farm, and it is with Francis the shepherd boy. He's not necessarily a thunderfoot.
I'm growing
We'll
a
talk to him.
beard.
Oh, you have one of my lambs?
Yes, I do.
You really shouldn't have brought the lamb back to me. He was safer in that pigsty than he is over here.
Okay. Why's that? We have 2 new quests.
My sheep! Someone do something!
Piercing talons and slavering jaws.
First the hawks came. You probably seen some of them circling up above. The wolves came shortly after. I think they smelled my weakness. I'm not nearly as brave as Master Shang thought I was. The master will be quite cross with me if I don't do something about these beasts. Can you help, sir?
Tell me a
Alright, so
story
we need to
before
kill
you go.
5 thieving planeswalks and 6 thieving wolves. And then we also have Lupello.
I've been thinking. The wolves might stop attacking if we kill their pack leader. We call him Lupello. and he patrols the opposite riverbank.
Francis's concentration is broken by another attack. Perhaps you should go deal with Lupello yourself.
Where are you going?
Okay, so we have this issue. But let's go ahead and grab some of these Planeshawks. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. It takes a while to actually grab these guys. But thankfully we have Crackling Jade Lightning, so that can help out with the process. Okay, so let's go ahead and do yet another questing break for these... Oh, dang it. For these Wolves and these Planeshawks, and then we'll go take care of Lupello. Go! All right, we've taken care of the Hawks and the Wolves. Thankfully, Lupello is actually not too far off. He's just across the shore. It looks like a lot of the meat is being brought to him, so let's go ahead and take care of Lupello. But first, Zipweed. I'm going to take that. Yeah, I know. You can instantly make the joke of, well, he's so sidetracked. That's okay, though.
I need to get
Boom. Okay, we'll take care of you, Lupello, and boom. So now we have both the quests completed. Let's go ahead and head back to Francis the Shepherd Boy and tell him of all of the massive destruction and carnage we have created. And all for his sheep. I don't think anybody's going to attack them now. Yay! We're making some good ground here. Let's talk to Francis.
Who are you supposed to be?
Ah, Hawks. Ah! Wolves! So there we go.
They're not stopping, but at least we fought back, right?
Yeah, I guess. Lupello,
I know I should be the one fighting them off. Maybe I'm not cut out for shepherding after all.
You're fun.
alright, so we have that done. But,
Uh-oh, here comes the master now. Francis, we need to talk.
uh-oh. I think he's in trouble. So here's Shang Thunderfoot.
Speak up.
A lesson in bravery. Master Shang speaks to his shepherd boy.
Francis, you need to show bravery. You have everything it takes to make a great shepherd, except the courage to face your fears.
He looks over to you.
You stranger, you have the rest of my family. Francis is like a second son to me. Show my apprentice what it means to lack fear. Use this rope to lasso and defeat one of the great white hawks above us.
Shang points to the sky, looks at Francis, and leaves.
Enough of that.
Okay, so what you gotta do is there's a great plain hawk. We'll go ahead and grab it, and now we just have to defeat it. But you have to defeat it quick. There we go. So it's been slain, so he'll take us down. And bang! We've officially taken care of him. Let's go ahead and turn this in with Shang Thunderfoot, who's just down the ledge. Now, I actually believe he is the last of the Thunderfoots, because then we have to move on. So here we go. Hope everybody likes Coldfist Grondling butt. So here is Shang, but also Chen and LiLi. Seems like they're following us wherever we go. Oh, and Shang is actually not in the house. So we need to go around to the back. Holy crap, that's a big watermelon right there.
What do you need?
You lack fear. I can sense it in your heart.
Yes.
Francis has taken longer than I expected to become an effective shepherd. We all go through these phases. My son Liang was weak once too, as was I. But he will learn. It is the Thunderfoot way.
Okay, so we do get a ring out of it. That's helpful.
Until next time.
And boom, Thunderfoot Fields has been done. So the next quest actually comes from Chen.
Interesting to me.
I'll leave without you. Don't think I'm bluffing. I don't need some smelly old uncle to hold my hand.
Why are you so impatient? Are you worried that the mists are going to come back before I finish my drink?
Not problem.
Now I am.
All right, let's talk to Chen. Great minds drink alike.
Hello again, Drakfu. What is this, the fourth time we've run into one another already? Say, my keg is quickly becoming quite empty. I've heard mention of a brewery to the southwest,
going.
and that's where we're headed.
There's a
Care to
whole
join
big
us?
valley waiting for us.
Okay,
Alright.
so
You're too focused on the bottom of that mug to see.
Ah, yes, LiLi. But the bottom of this mug is very interesting to me.
I'll
he
leave without
tortures
you.
her.
Don't think I'm
All right,
bluffing.
greetings,
I don't
Drakfu.
need
Are
some
you as thirsty
smelly
as
old
I am?
uncle to
I am
hold my
ready. Let's
hand.
hit the road. There you go, LiLi.
All right. I suppose we have stayed here. These Thunderfoots are good people. But they do not have enough ale between them to fill a cask. Let's go find something to drink. Shall we, LiLi?
If beer gets you off your butt, then sure. Let's go find you some beer.
Farewell, Shang.
You kids have fun at Mud Mugs. And thanks again.
All right, so now we're moving on to the next farm. We've taken care of the Thunderfoots, and now we're going to move on to a place called Mudmugs. But look at the architecture here. It's so awesome to be able to come out here. And this is basically what Pandaren do. It's
look,
fresh farmland.
There's somebody up ahead. He looks weird.
We are the outsiders here, LiLi. We probably look even weirder to him.
This is probably true.
Only because we're traveling with this outsider.
Hey, I take offense
Sorry,
to that.
but you do kind of stand out.
I agree, but
It's still offensive.
so here's Mudbug, actually.
Hey, yo, stranger! We are looking for a brewer named Mudmug. Do you know of him?
I'm Mudmug. Who's asking?
I am called Chen, and this is my niece, Li.
Y'all any good at fighting vermin?
Damn it.
Heck yeah, we are. I've probably beaten up about, 1,000,000 vermin back on the Wandering Isle.
You have a vermin problem? Aye, we will be glad to help you, Mudmug.
All right then. My place is just around the corner. Come on, let's get to that critter wompin'.
I told you he was weird.
More vermin wampin. Yeah, this is basically what you do in the Valley of the Four Winds. But the cool part is that this is very symbolic of the Pandaren, because the Valley of the Four Winds is like prime farmland. So we get to see the Mudmug do, or not the Mudmug, but the Pandaren do what they do best, which is farming good crops and brewing good beer. Obviously, this is why Chen is so laid back, because this is what he's been wanting. He is a Stormstout, after all. Okay, so now we've escorted Chen and LiLi. Let's go ahead and turn this in with Mudbug.
Greetings and salutations, I suppose. Sorry, not quite sure what to say. I'm not sure to having much in the way of company around here. That is, not unless they're here to buy some of my brew, of course.
So great minds streak alike.
If you're looking for beer, you came to the right place, neighbor. Just excuse the mess. Had me a bit of problem with vermin the last few days.
See ya.
Okay, so now we have 2 quests, one for Chen and one for LiLi. Let's take LiLi's.
Hey!
Yellow and red make orange.
Uncle Chen says we're going to help this guy out with his vermin problem. Fine by me. I love messing with vermin.
You and me are not on the same page here.
Here's the plan. We're gonna paint some turnips orange, and then we'll try to convince the vermin that they're carrots.
This can only end in comedy. I'll gather turnips. You find something that we can use to make edible orange paint. Yeah, because we don't want to poison
Gotta
them.
go already?
Okay, so
Hey,
Chen,
yo.
leader among breeders. Oh, hi. We have a visitor today. Hi, baby girl. Did you get away from mommy? Yeah, you kind of did. Okay, so we have leader among breeders.
Before any kegs are tapped, we have work to do. These vermin are no different than the vermin on the Wandering Isle, a nuisance that breeds as fast as the rabbits they resemble. Surely we could kill every last vermin we find, but what's the point in needless bloodshed? Let's just take out their alphas, and they'll slow down with their reproduction.
Come back.
Okay, so we need to take care of some bosses as well as some turnip issues. But before that, I need to step away, so be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. For a second there, we had some issues with my daughter. She just doesn't understand boundaries. She wants to be on YouTube, apparently. So there we go. That's at least a step in the right direction, I guess. So we need to take care of the alphas that are breeding a lot of these vermin, but we also need to figure out a way to do a edible color orange. So LiLi is recommending that we get some meadow marigolds for yellow. And for red, we're getting vials of animal blood, because that's not creepy at all. So we're just going to go ahead and slay random wildlife and see if that helps with the problem. While also taking care of this guy, Janaya the Clawblade, which would be one of the alphas of the vermin here. Yeah, I don't think that was one of the owls either. Or as well. But, okay, we're gonna grab some green tea leaf. And the sad part is I'm kind of running out of time for the rest of the day. I actually do have a podcast to go record before this. So this episode's probably going to be a tad bit short. I'm going to try and make it as long as I can before I got to take off. And here is IU the Skillet, so we need him. Okay, we've taken care of him, and we need to look for our last one. There we go. Okay, we need our last one, and then all we need is the marigolds and the animal's blood. Oh, but there's lots of marigolds. And there's our last guy, Frenzy Hop. So let's bring him down. So we can take him out. Okay, so now that we have these guys taken out, I'm going to go ahead and start up a quick pressing break for the rest of the materials. Go! Okay, we're back with all of the necessary instruments, so let's go and talk to Chen.
Got any stories?
Chen nods.
Good work, Drakfu. You're not bad in combat. What do you say we team up for the next part?
Okay. The Warren Mother.
We've dealt with the alpha males, now the alpha female. Vermin aren't terribly selective when it comes to breeding, but most broods will still have a dominant mother figure. She's usually bigger, meaner, and tougher than anyone else in the brood. You know, I wouldn't mind testing my skills against a Warren Mother. Mind if I fight alongside you?
So we need to take care of Chufa, the Twitch Wheel Warren.
Journey long.
And also LiLi.
What you doing?
You have the stuff ready for the paint? I went ahead and gathered some turnips.
Okay.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You brought back blood? I guess I should have looked around for a half second before I asked you to bring me something red.
You said bring something red!
Yeesh.
LiLi turns back to the ingredients, spending a moment crushing the flower petals and then mixing in some of the blood. She begins to giggle. Okay, so we now have the turnip paint gun, which is also another toy you can get. Crouching carrot, hidden turnip.
Uncle Chen still got his eye on me, which means I won't be wandering off anytime soon. I guess it's up to you to take these carrots, into the Twisted Warren and deliver them for me. It should be pretty simple. Just toss the vegetables in front of the vermin, then watch their reaction when they find out it's really a turnip.
Okay, see you
Okay,
around.
so, and then also we have a quest from Mudmug.
Fine day.
Greetings and salutations, I suppose. Sorry, not quite sure what to say. I'm not used to having much in the way of company around here. That is, not unless they're buying some of my brew, of course.
So thieves to the core.
You and that Chen fellow are good people, helping out with the vermin like you are. I don't like to ask for favors, but I ain't gonna turn them away either. While you're out there putting the hurt to those rabbit men, you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on some of those bags of hops, would you? I'm pretty sure they lifted them last night. Probably using them for pillows, knowing how they are.
Yep.
Okay, so we need to recover some sacks of hops. We need to trick some vermin into thinking turnips are carrots. And then we also need to take care of the Warren Mother. So this is actually really easy to do. All you got to do is toss this over here, and then they're instantly interested. Or in this case, yeah, it takes a minute. Oh no!
Carrot, it tastes like turnip! Ah, gross!
Okay, so the next one is going to be... Oh, this is... isn't it? Okay, we'll take care of him. Thankfully, we can get this done in pairs of 3, or in packs of 3. So just toss that.
I love it! I love this carrot!
And then it turns into a turnip.
We've been duped! Gross! I'm confused!
I do like some of the dialogue in Pandaria. It's bringing the humor back into Warcraft. Okay. Boop. And we'll go ahead and grab some hops. Wait for that to turn. And there we go. We have 9 out of 12. Any other stuff I need to grab? There's a ghost iron deposit, but I'm not going that way. So, well, darn it. Okay, let's grab the last batch of vermin to be tricked by our blood-soaked turnip. Oh no, turnip! Oh, it tastes awful! And here is Chufa, the Warren Mother. So we'll go ahead and take her out as soon as I grab my last little bit of hops. And here we go. Chufa. Fist of Fury! Now time for Chufa surprise! Uh-oh, my battle armor! Weakening! Now, I killed her kind of quick, but eventually she gets to about half health and then Chen joins you. So it makes the fight go a little bit easier. Alright, so now that we have all of our necessary ingredients, let's go ahead and head back to Mudbug's place. But first, we'll toss this just so we don't have to fight too many things in here. Might as well take advantage of the quest items while we still have them. Oh no, now they're not interested in me. Whatever will I do? Okay, head back to Mudbug's place. And turn in these 3 quests. And I believe this is actually going to give us a orange painted turnip toy that you can actually throw out. I'm not sure, though. I can't remember. Let's talk to Mudbug first.
Hello, neighbor.
Hello. So thieves to the core. I done told those vermin to stay off my land. Yes, you did. Thank you kindly, sir. You're a real gentleman.
All
Okay,
right.
and Chen,
Sit down.
the Warren Mother.
Have a drink.
That should take care of the vermin for a few weeks at least. Enough time for Mudbug to get out a few good batches of beer uninterrupted. And isn't that what's really important?
Yeah, I guess.
Travel well.
And then LiLi.
What's up?
I love messing with vermin. And yes, it does give you an orange painted turnip, but it's more of a trinket. You could throw it out and cause any nearby vermin to run away in fear.
All right.
There we
Let's
go.
go.
And now we have one from Chen. Legacy.
I'd say we've earned our reward. I can't wait to taste what Mudbug's been brewing.
All
Okay.
right. Until next
So we're just going to have a little event here.
Mudmug, this is fantastic. Strong.
Thanks. Most folk round here prefer it over anything from that Stormstout brewery.
Wait, did you say Stormstout Brewery?
You know of more Stormstouts? Here in Pandaria?
Well, shoot. Of course. They're the biggest brewing family in the whole valley.
A brewery? My family. My ancestral home.
Wait a dang minute. You're a Stormstout?
Yes, I am. Tell me, where is the Stormstout brewery? I must see it for myself.
You just keep going down this same road, but...
I am going. LiLi, you stay here. I will come back for you. Promise me, you will keep out of trouble while I am away.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Uh-oh.
Can't believe he left me with the weird mud guy.
I know, right? Okay, so let's talk to LiLi.
Uh-huh.
I know Uncle Chen's coming back. I'm not worried. Actually, this is probably my big chance to finally explore Pandaria. No fat uncle tying me down.
Okay, so LiLi's day off.
Uncle Chen asked me not to get into any fights while he was away, but that doesn't mean I can't go exploring. Finally, a chance to look around Pandaria without stopping every 47 steps for another rest. You want to come with me? I'll bet there's all kinds of cool places we can visit, not too far away from here.
Okay,
Take
so
me
we
with
need to
you.
take her to 3 specific targets that eventually we'll be going to in the Valley of the Four Winds, but also we have a quest from Mudbug. So let's see, Muddy Water.
While you're just hanging around, I might as well get you involved in my whole beer-making process. Ain't much of a process. Really, I just mix all the stuff together and wait. You probably heard I like to use the muddy water from the riverbanks to the south. Would you mind filling up this flask with that water and bringing it back? I'll start getting the hops and barley already.
Okay, so we need to
Careful
take
with that there
his vial.
She's a bit leaky.
Oh yeah, so this is actually a little bit of a trick. You'll see in a second. I'll show you. It's like a little mini game. But first, let's go ahead and grab the target that we need to go. So we're taking LiLi to various sites within Pandaria, and the first one is actually this waterfall. So Huangxi Falls. So now that we've done this, this will trigger a little bit.
Hey, look at that waterfall.
caves.
Oh, yeah, we actually were too far away to hear what she was actually saying, but she basically said, she talks about treasure being behind waterfalls and caves. So, oh, it's kind of cute, too. I like it. Okay, so here's how you do the Mud Mug quest. You actually need to go into the water and grab this, but since it's leaky, you need to do it quick. Otherwise, while you move, things are going to start leaking out. Okay.
Hey! Watch where you're splashing that thing!
I'm not trying to splash, okay? I'm sorry. So, there we go. Here's a... Oh, yes. And that reminds me of the other thing I was going to bring up to you guys. So, another major feature of Mists of Pandaria that a lot of people enjoyed was the return of world bosses. And basically just bosses out in the world that we can all enjoy and take out together in groups of 40. And this was the expansion that brought them back. And I'm so glad that they did, too, because world bosses are fun to an extent if you play them, or if you are able to get into a guild that will farm them. Especially now that they've added incentive, now they all just pretty much come with at least some kind of mount or pet that you can gather. Ah, crap, we just don't have enough here. I'm going to lose all the stuff I've already gathered. We need to find an area so we can get this done. Alright, I know I said I wouldn't do this, but we're going to have to do it at least for this quest, just to make sure that we can get it done. Because the sad part is that the more you move, the more you lose. Okay, so we'll grab some muddy water. Oh, Jiminy Christmas, this actually is more bothersome than it used to be. Okay, we're almost there. Just use the water strider to get the stuff quicker. There we go. Here's another 2. But as you can see, we're losing more than we're gaining. So this is why the Azure Water Strider is a bit of a cheat and why I won't use it regularly. Is it does let you walk on water, which basically just makes land mount.
What? We're done already?
There we go. So you could walk on water,
Sure
which
you don't wanna
makes
keep
questing a
wading in
whole
this
lot
gross
easier for it,
pee?
but
we can find some more weird splashy
you're not
bottles
supposed to
filled with mud.
technically have it until the end, because this was one of those end game things you could farm.
My favorite part was when you splashed muddy water in my eyes.
Because you actually had to get exalted with the anglers, and then you could purchase this. So we're technically not supposed to have it, but I do. I'm going to go ahead and get off of it now that you've seen it. Yay. I'm happy for you guys. So now we need to take LiLi to the various other places, but we actually lost track of her after the vial. Let's go ahead and talk to her again.
Bye now.
Okay. And all the other stuff is actually just down this path. So let's go ahead and see if we get LiLi again. Crap. Do I actually need... Yeah, I might actually need to restart the quest. Dang it. Because she's not following me anymore.
Hey! Okay, see you around.
Oh, cool. Actually, they fixed it. So now I can actually use this to summon LiLi. So the LiLi Wishing Stone. There we go. So all you got to do is continue to go down this path, and you'll come across the 2 other areas that we need to discover for LiLi, which is one is Nucifera and one is the Silken Fields. But you'll notice this big Pandaren settlement right next to us. That is the Half Hill Market and kind of the center of the farming community in Pandaria. So believe it or not, you actually spent a lot of time in Pandaria, especially in your cooking and fishing in this area, because you actually did your own little farm. So you could farm your own cooking materials, which was a good idea at the time, and I think was utilized properly, but a lot of people would disagree otherwise. So here's Nucifera.
There's a village up here, and a big fish statue, too. You think the Jinyu built this place?
They did. In fact, we actually have a quest to turn in here, and it's Clever Ashio. This is where he went. We're not going to worry about that just yet, because we're just discovering things. But now we're going to go discover the Silken Fields. So yeah, you used to actually farm your own materials, and cooking was a big thing in Pandaria. especially if you wanted to do feasts, because there was a lot of custom feasts for a while there until near the end, and then they just did a big noodle cart that would give you whatever stats you needed. But that was still a cool idea in theory when that was happening. Oh, actually, we didn't need to cross this bridge. I forgot about that. So I actually did like the addition of the farm. It did help out with trying to gather those materials, especially for raids. But it eventually led to some problems, I think, in Draenor that I'm thankful were fixed by Legion. And here is the Silken Fields. This is actually where they're getting all the silk for their robes. Oh, it's so pretty. Here we go. So here's the Silken Fields. We can now see what LiLi thinks of this area.
Oh, check out all the cool silk. Do you think that they really get this stuff from the silkworm's rear end?
Yes.
Ew, they look like maggots.
Yes, LiLi. Alright, so now that we've discovered that, now we just need to head back to Mudmug's place. Let's go ahead and do that. And actually, yeah, there was a bridge that we needed to cross, so we'll go ahead and cross it this time. I actually like spending a lot of time in the Valley of the Four Winds. That's one of the things I like about Pandaria. Pandaria is very peaceful, very serene. It was really nice during this expansion to come here at the end of a hard work day. And I think around the time Mists of Pandaria actually released was when things like Drak and Shadow were starting. So it was really nice to come at the end of the day and just do something. It didn't necessarily need to be farming, just flying around the Jade Forest or flying around the Valley of the Four Winds, just for perspective, for peace of mind. I remember leveling a lot of alts around that time when I was working on editing videos for like Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and that's actually where I transitioned from where I was living originally to where I was living here. So that was actually a good time for me. Even though at that time, like, while we were transitioning between houses, we actually lived with my in-laws for a while, and I'm pretty sure I took up a lot of space and took up a lot of their internet. Sorry about that, but that's what happened. And we are back, so we can turn this in with LiLi and Mudmug, so let's go ahead and turn in the vial.
Oh, hi there.
Yeah, so muddy water.
I know you for a friend as soon as I seen you.
Yeah,
You done good, Drakfu. You done good.
and not really an upgrade, so cool.
See ya.
Now let's talk to LiLi.
Uh-huh.
That was great. You and I should go exploring again sometime. And it looks like we finished before Uncle Chen got back, too. Perfect.
Take me with... Look,
And
here
Chen
it
is
comes
returning.
now. How is the brewery, Uncle?
Bah! I do not want to talk about it.
Wow. Chen's in a bad mood. That's not good. Okay, well, let's go ahead and talk to him and see what happened. Broken
Hey.
Dreams.
Yes, I found the Stormstouts brewery, although I didn't exactly get the warm reception I expected.
Chen pours himself a mug of ale.
Do you want to hear the story?
Yes,
Come
I
back
do.
with some stories.
So Chen acknowledges you with a nod, but looks uncharacteristically sullen. What happened, Chen? So this is actually like your little preview into the brewery itself, because it is another dungeon.
I found the brew.
I found the brewery and made my way inside. I decided to look around for someone else from the
I
Stormstout family.
decided to look around for someone else from the Stormstout family.
There we go, and we're going to talk to Uncle Gao. So as you can see, we're going to be in charge of Chen
Sorry,
here.
we aren't accepting visitors right now. I am no visitor. I am Chen, Stormstout. You should leave. But we
Should
are
you now?
family.
Oh.
I am a Stormstout from the Wandering Isle. Are you deaf? We aren't allowing anybody in the brewery right now. There is no need to speak to me that way. Wait, what is going on behind you? Huh?
Unruly
That's-
Elemental.
That's nothing! Now go away. I had no choice but to defend myself.
So this is basically like your little preview also into the monk fighting style if you hadn't already leveled a monk. So an Elemental, this is something that only Pandaria gives you.
I was
if he
shaken,
actually speaks.
but I did not give up. I pursued the strange old brewer to ask him some more questions.
Alright, so now we go a little bit further into the Stormstout Brewery.
What? Were you sent to check up on me? Everything's fine. It's all under control.
Come, speak with me. Let's sit down and talk. Have a beer together.
There will be no sitting, no talking, and none of your horrible... Hey, what's that behind you?
Oh no! Hosen! Walk, walk! We have to take care of you now. There we go.
First beer elementals, and now a Hosen attack. Something was very wrong. I decided to give him one more chance. I was not about to give up on family.
Okay, so let's go ahead and talk to Uncle Gao again. He seems to be very rude to his now discovered relative.
How many times must I tell you? Go away!
I don't understand, old man. What have I done to upset you?
It's not what you've done. It's who you are. You are not welcome here, Chen Stormstout.
That was all I needed to hear. Shunned by my own blood. I turned and left.
That sucked. Yeah, if I got that reception, I'd be pissed off too.
So,
Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this in.
stories?
Maybe I wasn't meant to settle down anyhow. And now we get the credit for Mugmug's place. Chen's resolution. You know what? I don't have to take this. I'll show that Uncle Gao what it means to be a real brewer. I'll brew the best beer he's ever tasted, with ingredients I've never even used before. I'm Chen Stormstout, and I'm the best brewer alive.
I travel well. LiLi, let's go. Your uncle has got something to prove.
Finally, there's the Uncle Chen I've been waiting for.
So he actually is going to head off to the Half Hill Market. We'll meet up with him in a second. But that's actually going to go ahead and do it for today. So when we get back on Monday, we will continue our questing in the Valley of the Four Winds by heading to Half Hill itself. We'll see you guys then.